How you feeling, man?
Good.
When you start with Steph and Draymond, I mean, how much of that is just muscle memory? In other words, you spend a lot of time with those guys over the past few years. How much of it is muscle memory, and are you still learning how to play with them?
A lot of it is muscle memory. I don't think my role coming with them kind of stay the same. They still kind of do the same stuff. Sometimes we got different lineups out there, so we got different people. So my spacing sometimes change. Where I need to be on the court to give Draymond the maximum space, and Steph the maximum space, and different type of actions we do. So I learn something new every few games, but for the most part, it's mostly muscle memory. They run in the same sets. They know where I'm gonna be at. I know where they're gonna come off at. So we had a good chemistry out there.
I know Klay's been around the team for a while now, but what's the vibe like with him practicing a full go?
It's a lot of joy in the locker room on the court. We see him getting close, and he's been working really hard. So it's just exciting to see him take those next steps, and as he continues to get stronger and even healthier, it's just exciting. And we've been playing well, we're rolling, so it's all good energy right now.
Well, last season you guys finished 22nd in the league in rebounding, and right now you're like #2 or something like that. What has changed so drastically in such a short amount of time that has allowed you guys to do so?
I will give a big credit to our guards and our new additions at the wings, or whatever you want to call Otto and Belly. They do a great job. Andre and even Wiggs, they've been doing a great job keeping the wings off the board, allowing me and Draymond to be able to grab the loose one to take care of our matchups. But Steph's been doing a great job for guard rebounding. He had a few games we already had double-digit rebounds. So I think it's just been a group effort. Everybody's been locking in on that. In the years past, that's been always been one of our weaknesses since I've been here. But this year, we've been taking pride in being able to be the physical team and using our size.
Kevon, how did Klay look out there?
Klay looked good, especially for somebody that's been out that long. You can still tell that he's got work to do, and he's been working hard. He looks good. He looks like an NBA player. He looks like a top-notch athlete already. So we're excited to see him get back on the court. He gets better every day, every week. So I'm excited to see the next step he takes.
2 questions for you. Is Klay talkative right now?
Yeah, Klay's been talkative the last 2 years, actually, I would say. Steph always say when Klay first got here, he never said a word, but let me tell you, he's been one of the most talkative players I've been around. So he's been real talkative, having a lot of joy, a lot of joking, serious when he needs to be. He holds guys accountable. He feel like guys not out there doing their best, he's gonna say something. He's been even more of a vocal leader the last few years since he's been out.
And second, you know what it feels like to come back from long-term injuries, how maybe being so close in those last days or weeks that just feel the longest. How do you feel Klay is being on the cusp of being close but knowing there's a little bit of work to do?
Yeah, this is during rehab, one of the most difficult times. You feel like you're on the court, you're playing, but it's still like, all right, you're still a month away or you're still a few weeks away. It's like, all right, the work gets a lot harder. The conditioning, getting in shape, the NBA shape is always the worst part. You feel like you're in a good spot physically, but getting in that game shape is another step you got to take. And I think he knows that. He's getting there. He's working really hard, and he's right there, so near the finish line. So I know his pain, I know his struggle, but he's been handling it well. He's been locked in, and he's been motivating all of us.
I know you haven't been around on all the scrimmages, but have you seen any vintage Klay type sequences or something that's that looks like the old Klay?
For sure. Just his movement without the ball, the way he's running around the court. You got to be in great shape to do that. You got to be able to trust your body to be able to move, do the stuff that he does. So he's taking his shots. He still has that confidence as one of the best shooters in the world. He's not hesitant on anything that I've seen. A couple times he has some bursts, and I was watching him yesterday a little bit. So he looks like himself. He does. I know something I struggled with coming off an injury was trusting your body and trusting your game and trying to do the stuff that he used to do. It looks like he's already past that. He's just going out there and being himself and just trying to find his rhythm.
With James out, and it seems like he'll be out for a little bit longer, you're the only true center on this team. Obviously, they thrive with small ball, but just being the only real big center right now, does that shift or change your approach or mindset of how to just really star in your role as the only guy available?
Not really. It didn't really change what I do. I take pride in that, being able to rebound and be physical, especially starting games off. I feel like it's one of my jobs to set the tone for us on defense and being physical and setting that presence. But Draymond, whenever he plays center, he's one of the best centers in the league. So always having him to be able to up back there, and like I said, adding Otto and Andre and Belly, guys that they can shoot it, but they're physical, they rebound really well. So it's not more pressure to me. When we play against big centers, I take pride. Like we play a guy like tomorrow, we're playing Drummond, or we'll be Embiid. I take pride in matchups, being able to just be physical, be out there for my team. I got to be smart because I got to do most of the workload. Draymond is able to hold those guys, but we don't want to put that taxing on his body for a whole game. So just doing my job as best I can.
How much are you enjoying being fully healthy this season, being able to contribute like you are?
I'm feeling great. It's been a lot of work to get to this point. Had a lot of ups and downs and a lot of minor injuries and major injuries that kind of kept me from doing what I want to do out there on the court. But end of last year, I felt great. Going to the summer, I felt great, and I've been feeling good all year. So my job is to continue to play well and maintain my routine and stay on top of all of my past things, so I can stay out there on the court for my guys. It's always painful to just be on the sideline watching, not being part of your team, not being able to help the team. And the team's been depending on me this year. I just want to make sure I come through.
Let's go to one on Zoom. Christos, go ahead.
Thank you, Marco. We're doing well. How beneficial for you guys is to have a teammate like Klay and his personality around the team?
It's really beneficial to have him around. Like, Steph, Draymond, Klay, they set the tone for our locker room. They're the one that started this culture here. They play with joy. They come with joy every day. So, when you got the three best guys on the team, some of the three best guys in the league who come in with their head up, having fun every day, kind of makes it hard for everybody else to bicker or have a problem. Them guys fall in line. They let the coaches coach them hard, and they let people criticize them. So when you got guys watching Klay, watching them put in that work, it's easy to follow. And Klay's been great at that. He's been a great veteran leadership, teaching the young guys like Jordan and Moses, and giving them key points. And so he's just a great leader on our team.
Steve has talked a little bit about the physique that Wise has now, and that he's bigger than he was last year. Are you seeing that? And the second part is, how do you guys complement each other in terms of what you give this team?
Wise definitely got a little bit bigger. He was already a massive human being, so I'm excited to see what he gets back on the court. He brings a whole different type of look to our team from a size standpoint and from a vertical standpoint. He's able to score the ball at a high level down there in the post, and he's a natural scorer, so he's going to give a different look to our team from athleticism, being able to block shots above the rim and do different things. So I'm excited to see him get out there. We play two different styles of play, so I like to, I'm more setting screens, rolling, kicking it out to the shooters, and he's going to be able to score and finish above. So it's going to be two different looks, and Steve is good at mixing and matching the lineup and giving guys their best opportunity.
And have you spent much time at all talking to him about being a young guy coming into the league and having to deal with an injury early in your career?
Yes, I talked to him about it a little bit. I always just try to tell him, I know for me, like I said, just being scared and being nervous about trusting your body. So make sure that when you come back, make sure you're doing everything that you've been known for. Don't try to baby it or try to hide your injury or try to change your game just because you're scared. They drafted him to be a big time player, so when you come back, just do all the things that got you here, and I think he's been doing great at that. He's been working hard, and he's been pretty confident. So I'm just excited to see what he does when he gets back.
Great, thank you, appreciate that. Let's play up here. 2 minutes, 22 minutes.